Hello. Today I'll be talking about the words their way spelling inventory and how to implement and score. I will also be talking about how to connect it to the DIBBLES and the RTI framework. And also, I don't want you just to learn how to use the tool. I want you to think about how it provides the information for student growth. So let's talk about what it is exactly. So the words their way spelling inventory is just a quick assessment that shows us which spelling features that the student knows and understands. When I say spelling features, I'm talking about consonant blends, short vowels, long vowels, and inflectional endings. So it shows us the ones they know and the ones that they are still trying to master or the ones they are still developing. Okay, so to implement this tool, you will dictate, depending on the grade level, I would say like 20 words max. And the students will write them down as you say them. And each word is scored not just for accuracy, but for spelling features. So, for example, if the word is shoe and the student spells the SH correctly, but he or she misses the last two letters, then you give them a point for that feature because they got the SH. They're able to recognize the beginning sound of shoe is SH, so they got those two letters correctly. And what this does is it helps us see the growth in phonics and the orthographic knowledge and not just memorization. So let's say a third grader correctly, let's say a third grader scores correctly on beginning and ending consonants but struggles with like the long vowels. So, uh, how would I use the spelling words their way to help that student? I'm gonna give you a minute to think about it. Okay, so what this tells me, if the student has the beginning and ending sounds, the consonants, but struggles with those middle long vowel sounds, I would conclude that the student is in the within word pattern stage. So I would plan like some word sorts or some spelling activities focusing specifically on the long vowel patterns and the different vowel teams, like the two letters together, how they make the vowel say their name. Like, let's see, like the long E vowel, for example, you have IE, you have E consonant E, you have just E. So I would focus on some features like that. And this targets the exact features that the student hasn't mastered versus reteaching what the student already knows. Now I want you to think, are there other strategies that we could use with the words their way spelling to get more information about a student? Okay, of course. For example, you could compare their spelling stage to their DIBBLES decoding scores, or you can look at their RTI progress monitoring and see what features they struggle with. Making those connections can give us a clearer picture of both the decoding and encoding growth. So, in conclusion, we learned today how to implement the words their way spelling inventory, how to think through how it applies, how to apply the results to instruction, and consider how it links the DIBBLES and the RTI. The biggest takeaway that I want you to get is that it's not just a tool. It doesn't just tell what the students can spell, but it shows us how students are thinking about words, and which is very helpful because it helps you identify the problem sooner so that you can correct it and know what specific area to focus on with that student to get them to master correctly spelling these words. So that concludes my video. I hope you found it useful.